Jainam Shah this side, and today we are going to see how we can locally install one of the LLMs and how we can run it. So today the one LLM which we are going to go with would be Gemma, right? So I would be opening this, right? Okay. So before like how we are going to proceed with this, first I'm going to tell you guys what is the Gemma exactly, right? So Gemma, we can go with the AI. So I guess we would be getting some summary over here, right? Yeah. So this is a family lightweight open weight AI model. Okay. So this is not what we are looking for. So basically over here, what does this? Yeah. So these are the models of Gemma, right? So over here, this you can run offline. You can ensure the privacy, which means there is no need of any subscription or anything. See, whenever we are using any AI or any of the LLMs like ChatGPT, Gemini, or else Grok or anything, why we are paying these people? Of course, they are making money out of this. Also, there are some companies like OpenAI itself, they are not earning any profit out of us, but they, whenever we are processing anything, whenever we are searching something, whenever we are whenever we are searching something, there would be a lot of processing power which is being uh, consumed by this LLM companies, right? This agents. So what they are trying to do, it is free if you are able to install this in your PC. So same thing Gemma or this Google people have done, that this you can run locally, which means on this my PC itself I would be running this, which means there is zero computing charge to Google whenever I am running this over here. Second, over here end to end all the privacy would be with me only, right? Like all the data would be inside my PC itself, it won't be going to any of the company, so it is good, right? And one more thing, that even though if there is no internet, you can run this. Let's suppose if I am at inside the flight, so then also I can run the same model over there, right? So these are the use cases of this thing, right? Now if we want to run this Gemma, first we need to install one of the things which is known as Olama, right? Or else LM Studio is also fine, but right now we would be going with Olama, right? Yeah. So this is what we are going to go with, and this is how it's going to look like, right? So this is what we are going to download first. Okay. So go over here and download this. Fine. Okay, so over here, as I am having Windows, so I would be going over here and I would be clicking this, right? If I'm going to click this, this is going to start downloading. I have already downloaded this, I have already installed this, right? So just click this, it will start downloading. For Linux, you're going to choose this. For Mac, you're going to choose this. Fine. I guess this is very simple. It's self-explanatory, right? Okay, so over here, I would be going with the Ulama, and this is the tab of my Ulama, right? Now over here there is Gemma 2B, right? So this is the one which I have installed, right? Now why, what is the reason over here? Acha, one more thing, let's suppose if you want to, if you're going to see over here, see this all are the cloud based your LLMs, right? And this all over here are the LLMs which is going to work in your PC itself. Again I'm saying this is going to work on your PC itself. There is no need of any internet over here, right? But if you're going to see Gemma is starting from here, Gemma 4e2b. So these are very high models which I don't want, right? Or else my PC can't work on this, and that's the reason I would be installing some lighter version, right? Now how we are going to do this? Again, I don't know any coding, I don't know any code. So what I would be going to do with, I would be going over here, I would be saying I have installed Ulama for my Windows. Okay, before this, first I'm going to ask this model, Gemini itself, that which of the Gemma I can install. So I can give the specs to this Gemini. So I have 8 GB RAM, i5 processor. So this is what you are going to tell. You are going to tell, basically you are just giving the computing power of your PC to Gemini. So I have 8 GB RAM, i5 processor, uh, Asus Vivo book. Tell me which Gemma I can install. Right, again over here this would be basically mostly based on this RAM itself. I have, okay, so we haven't added RAM over here, so we are going to write down this and we are going to hit enter. So it would be mostly on the RAM itself, right? Okay, so see over here, if you're going to see, this is the 2B, Gemma 2B, this is 4B, right? So over here it is saying that I can go with 4B, right? So fits your RAM, it provides good balance, intelligence and the speed. Then Gemma 3 4B, a great multi-model starting laptop, 4 GB free RAM, fine. So see, if I'm having 8 GB of RAM now 0.5 GB of RAM, which is going to be used by my operating system itself of the PC. Let's suppose I'm doing nothing, then also there would be 0.5 GB of RAM which is going to be used. I'm telling approximate, right? Which means 7.5 GB of RAM is still free, right? Now this 7.5 GB I can use for, let's suppose I'm browsing or I am playing games or anything. So this, out of this 7.5 GB, some RAM is going to be used again, right? So we are going to go with that Gemma model which is having, see over here requires 4 GB. So this we can go with, because see 7.5 GB is left, so I can go with 4 GB, right? But I can't go with 8 GB RAM. Why? Because if I have only 7.5 GB of RAM free, if I'm going to go with 8 GB, my PC is going to get crash, or my program or that LLM is going to crash again and again. I won't able to use it, right? Even though if I'm going to go with 7 GB, and if I'm going to use anything side by side, then again my PC is going to get crash. So it's better. So right now the thing which I have installed is Gemma 2B. This is the one which I have already installed, right? But I can also go for Gemma 4B, and this is the recommendation from Gemini itself, right? So for technical purpose you can ask Gemini and it is going to suggest you a good answer. Anyways, so now I'm going to say I have already downloaded Olama. Give me next step for my Windows. So it is going to give me one command, right, which we are going to uh, put in our command prompt, right? So over here, once your this Olama is installed, right, what you are going to do, you are going to go to CMD or PowerShell and you are going to press Olama version, right? Yeah, or else you are going to run with this, you are going to go and you are going to run this command which is Olama run 2GB, right? 2B Gemma 2B, sorry, right? So I would be copying this, right? I would be opening my command prompt, sorry, just a second. Yeah, so we were over here. Yeah, so this I have already copied. I would be pasting this in my command prompt, right? Control V, enter. And now if you're going to see, this is loading over here, and I guess this is going to start downloading. But this I have already downloaded, so I don't want to download again. Okay, okay. So there is one thing. See, this model I have already downloaded. So what I can show you, I can show you something else. Just a second. Or else, we can exit this. Uh, Let me press Control C, Control plus D, or by to exit. So Control D. Yeah, so now we are back again, right? So if you are going to see over here, let's suppose I am writing Gemma 2B, right? So this is one another model, and now see it is going to download, right? So but I don't want to download this, right? So this is how you're going to download. So which command you are going to paste? You are going to put this Olama run Gemma 2B, not Gemma 2 2B. This is another model and this is the another model. I have installed this model, right? Now if you want to check also which models you have, so you can go and you can again ask, if I want to check the, if I want to check models, what should I type? Fine, so it is going to give you one code to check, right? So you can go with this, which is Olama list. Again, see, we don't know this, so you can just ask Gemini and it is going to help you with this. So see, right now I only have one model, which is Gemma 2B, right? This was modified or installed 3 days ago, right? Once it is installed, and you can go over here and you can play with this, right? Over here, if you're going to click this, at the end you are going to see Gemma 2B, right? Now either you can run this over here also, or else you can run over here also. So first I would show you how you can run over here. So you're just going to say something like this: Olama run Gemma 2B. Now make sure that you are going to write down same model name, whatever name is over here. If there would be even little bit change, like capital B or capital 2, it's going to start installing like this, which it was doing, right? Press enter and see. Now we are in our Gemma itself, right? So see, over here we can say hi, right? I'm going to press enter, so it's working. Now you can say that this is because of my internet, so what we can do, we can turn this internet off for time being, right? I can also turn airplane mode. Anyways, there is no SIM card inside this, so anyways, fine. So now if you're going to see, again, let's suppose I'm saying this is one equation, which is x squared minus 4x minus 5 equals, so you, minus 5. And if you remember this, you might have done in your ninth and 10th. The solution for this would be, one would be 5 and another would be minus 1. So let's see whether it is able to solve this. So see, it is trying to solve this, right? And it's using that discriminant method, right? Which is b plus minus under root d by 2a. If you remember, that's what it is trying to do. Let's see final answers. Final answers, I know that it would come as 5 and minus 1. Okay, so over here, if you're going to check this solutions are incorrect. But anyways, we can ask again to solve this. Let's press enter. I guess it is going to go by same route, so it is going to get same answer. Yeah, so again it is getting same answer, which is completely wrong. Anyways, so what else we can ask? So I have made some questions over here. I will be showing you guys. Let's see. Okay, let's ask one linear equation. We can say solve x minus 5. Answer for this should be 5. Let's see. How come this is quadratic equation? This is a linear equation. Anyways, answer of this would be x equals to 5, which is correct. Fine. Let's or else we can say find 0 of 2x minus 5. So answer for this would be 5 by 2, which is 2.5. Again it is saying, and again, yeah, so over here it is fraction 5 by 2, so I guess this is correct, right? Anyways, over here this would be in the math form, right? So this, it would be tough for us to understand, so we can also go and we can search the same thing in the Olama also, same questions, right? So let's copy this thing, where it is this one, and let's see what we are getting answer over here, right? Over here, anyways, see, whenever you are working on the command prompt, it would be a little bit difficult to understand, right? So I'm pressing Control D, and see, we have exited this. So I'm closing this for now, and I would be pasting this over here. Let's press enter. Let's see whether it is able to solve this or not. See, so over here x square minus 4x, so see, it is not using that math thing, and I guess over here we are getting correct answer, which is 5 and minus 1. Yeah. Mm, yeah. So this is the final answer is correct. You would be getting x equals to 5 and x equals to minus 1. Let's say complete previous question. Okay, so it is just factorizing this. It is not trying to find out solutions for this. So we can say find zeros of it. Yeah. So see, x equals to minus 1 and x equals to 5, which is correct answer, right? So I don't know why it was making mistake in command prompt. Anyways, so see, this would be little bit more user friendly also, right? Over there, you were getting everything in the math form, math code, right? So it would be difficult for us to understand those things. This would be far more easier to understand, right? Anyways, so I have some questions, other questions also. I have some riddles. One riddle I have downloaded. Just a second. So I will show you that. mm, yeah, in downloads, I guess this is the one. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the one. Over here I have keys but no lock. I have a space but no room. You can enter but never leave. What am I? Right, so you guys can also think about this till our AI is trying to find out answer for this, right? And then I will reveal the answer. Let's see whether it is able to correct this, right? So the correct answer would be keyboard, right? Which is correct. Anyways, then this is the differentiation quotient. Again, all these are the mathematic questions. So let's see whether it is able to solve this. So I would be pasting this. Answer for this would be 3x square ka differentiation would be 6x and differentiation of sine x would be cos x. So 6x minus cos. Okay, so there is one mistake over here. Sin x differentiation is cos x, not minus cos x. So there would be plus over here, and fine. So apart from this, over here there would be only plus. So let's see whether it is going to under check its mistake. So can you check there is a mistake, or else we can say a small mistake. Again, still it is making same mistake. Differentiation of sin x would be cos x, not minus cos x. I don't know why it is making this mistake. So I don't think so this integration thing it would able to do, but let's see. Anyways, you guys can also think integration's answer, this integration, right? This is integration of 4x cube plus 2x. Let's see. Okay. Very good. So this it has done correctly, which is 4 by 4 x to the power 4. So over here it would be 4 and 4 is going to get cancelled out. Okay, so it's going on, I guess. Yeah. So it has done correctly. It would be x to the power 4 plus x square plus 2. But see, this is mathematically incorrect. Why? Because it is continuously using equals to over here. If you remember, you can use equals to in the next line. Something like this, whatever it has done over here also this is correct, but this equals to anyways, fine. Let's see the last question. So this is one cubic equation. Let's see whether it is able to factorize this, or else we can we don't want any steps. We can just say this, right? So the main use of this is that even though if you are not having any internet access, you can still do your stuff over here. And I guess this is going correct, this time. Correct, this is the correct. Very good. Okay. Wow. So this is correct. So I guess so basic math it can do very well, right? Again, see over here if you're going to go with the higher models, this the same thing you can install in your phones also, right? Right now I have iPhone 13, so in that the RAM is 4 GB only. So I don't think so I would effectively able to use this, because then other apps I have to turn it off. I won't able to multitask. But still, if you have a good phone, like a phone which is having 8 GB or 16 GB of RAM, you can go with this uh, higher model, I guess. If you are also having the latest iPhone model, then also you won't be having any problem. So guys, this was the video on Gemma. I hope so you guys like this. Still, if you have any confusion, you can ask me. Fine. And you have seen like how I am trying to solve the problem. Even I don't know. If you're going to see over here, I was not knowing what specs, like according to my PC specs, which Gemma model is going to be correct. So I asked Gemini. Again, I was not knowing any code of the command prompt as well. Again, I asked Gemini for this. Then Gemini only recommended me that you should download Olama first. Then it has told me that you have to do this steps. So see, this is how you are going to do. Ask your AI models what to do, and they are going to help you with this. Fine. So my reason behind this showing this was that you can ask everything to them, and they are going to help you with this. Anyway, so this was the video. Fine. Now I'm turning on my net. Fine. So I have turned it off, and this was working offline. Fine. So let's meet in another video.